Another way people are protesting the state's new controversial election law is targeting the money. Many people are calling for boycotts against major Georgia-based companies and industries. Liza Lucas is here now following some of the latest updates. And Liza, it's not just one company being called out here. This is hitting on major events coming to Atlanta and our film industry as well, right?
That's right. From Hollywood to sports to major corporations, we are talking a lot of online pushback when it comes to this new law. Movie director James Mangold is just one of those that is tweeting that he will not be directing films in Georgia because of the new law. Now, looking to the sports industry, some more updates. As you mentioned, the executive director for Major League Baseball's Player Association told the Boston Globe some players want to move July's All-Star game from Cobb County because they feel the law suppresses minority voters. And the National Black Justice Coalition is calling on professional golfers to refuse to play in the Masters in Augusta in April unless the law is repealed. We're also seeing major corporations here in Georgia under increasing pressure to speak out against the new law. If you're online over the course of the weekend since this bill's signing, you may have seen calls to boycott Delta, calls to boycott Coca-Cola. That has been an active conversation. Other businesses called out to speak up. It's not just Delta and Coca-Cola, but we did pull those two companies' statements that they issued upon the signing of the law. Coca-Cola saying in part that they believe voting is a foundational right in America and access should be broad-based and inclusive. They can say that they're continuing to identify opportunities for engagement and strive for improvements aimed at promoting and protecting the right to vote in Georgia and elsewhere. Delta saying in part that they believe that full and equal access to voting is a fundamental right for all citizens. I'm going to tweet these statements out, but we have also reached out to these companies amidst these calls for boycott to see if they have any updates in regards to that. But we should also note that some activists are against the idea of boycotts. Dr. Bernice King, one of those that is tweeting that this would hurt the very voters that these boycotts are aiming to help. And more at 6. We've got some breakdowns from political analysts about whether there could be an impact when it comes to these calls for boycott. Sheba.
All right, Liza, thank you. And let's take a live look at the state capitol right now, where the fight over this bill has been raging. Civil rights groups have already joined forces to sue the state over this election law. They claim some of the law's provisions, like new ID requirements for absentee voting and limits on the use of absentee drop boxes, violate the 14th Amendment and the Voting Rights Act.